Bonjour, darling. Today I wanted to talk to you about a really personal and emotional topic, which is the end of the TTRPG campaign I have been mastering for around 2 years now for people, for my friends on the internet. It's a weird thing when such an important part of your life comes to an end. It's a little bit like when you finish a book or short story, or when you finish reading something that has been with you a long time, like people that read Percy Jackson or The Hunger Games or Harry Potter may understand that. It's a little bit like leaving home, but contrary to a book that you wrote or read, you can't come back to a TTRPG. We recorded most of the sessions, but listening to it is not the same because it's such an interactive activity that listening to it, yes, you've got the memories, you can laugh and cry as you did, but you lose that dialogue that comes with the hobby, the dialogue between you and the players, or between you, the players, and the game master if you are a player. That story I had already told to other people. But even though it's a way to come back to it, yes, each and every time it's still different. The story changes and evolves. Even when you have the same players, really, because they will take different decisions, they will have different dialogues with the non-player characters. And it's a big chapter of my life that's ending tomorrow. And I wanted to document it, to talk to you about it now, before, and the day after tomorrow after, when it's done. There are, like in RPG video games, for example, or in books where you are the hero, you know, those books where each paragraph is numbered and you go back and forth depending on your decisions. There are multiple possible endings, different roads they can choose to walk on. And sorry for the lighting, it's a cloudy day and I film only with natural light, so yeah. I hope they have the ending that they wish for, the best possible ending, where as little people as possible die and they can have their happy ending with all the NPCs and players they love and care for. and I hope I don't disappoint, that the ending that I had imagined will be satisfying. It's kind of stressing me out, the possibility of them not loving what I had prepared, of them being so happy and enthusiastic and involved in the story, and being disappointed but by the end. It won't be the end of the game as a whole, because, well, there are a lot of side quests that they want to go on, that I talk to them about, and they want to 100% the map and explore everything. And yeah, as I said, kind of like an RPG game. I mean, it's in the name, right? I made a map. I will be looking for more music for the atmosphere. I can't even believe it's going to be the end. When you are so involved in something, the time flies by so fast, and it feels like it will last forever. Well, we will talk again about that on Sunday after the session. Bye, darling. Hi, darling. So, first, please don't mind the pimple. Let's pretend it doesn't exist. So, for now, I will have to wait. I made the playlist, as I said. I have the scenes in my mind. I have prepared, since I know my players well, and they told me their plan because we prepared in advance. I have prepared for a lot of eventualities, a lot of possibilities. Sorry, I mixed English and the French word. It's not much use, is it? So I have prepared for a lot of possibilities, and now there is less than 5 hours before the game. And I don't know how I feel about that. I'm quite emotional. I'm just trying not to cry all the time. I feel on the verge of breaking down. Listen, I know a lot of people will think that it made it even worse, didn't it? Anyway, I know a lot of people will think that I'm overreacting, but you have to keep in mind that I suffer of depression and anxiety disorder. So I feel everything like 1000%. So something that for another people would be just light stress and a little thrill, to me it's crushing. And it's been a part of my life, as I said yesterday, for a very long time. So for it to stop is complicated, and the fact that there is even the slightest possibility that my players don't enjoy the end of such an adventure that lasted for 2 years of their lives, it's frightful. It just is. And I just want them to enjoy themselves. I will do my best, but I really do. So yeah, I have a lot of good music. I have all my ideas, and I will just do my best, and it will have to be enough. It just will. Bonjour, darling. So it happened. It is the next day. I had that TTRPG session with my players, and the story is done. They got to the end, and I finished telling the tale I wanted to tell them. I'm trying a different angle. Tell me what you think about it, because I'm not sure about that. I almost feel like you're looking down on me, which is weird, but anyway. It was a weird experience. It was really emotional for all of us, and I have to say I was so relieved. They reacted how I wanted them to react. They were happy, they even thanked me in the end, and I was so relieved that it happened, because it means that they enjoyed themselves. They were touched by the story I wanted to tell them, and that's what's most important for me in the end. Some of them told me they wanted to change some of my plans for what's to come next, and I'm thinking about it, because of course the point of TTRPG games is to have fun together, and I want them to have as much fun as possible, and I understand their concerns, so we are going to do that. I don't even know what to say. Okay, all right. I don't want to give too much of the story, since I'm writing novels based on it, so it wouldn't be intelligent of me to do that. It wouldn't be clever, smart, whatever word. They loved the big reveal. And what's really fun is that some of that reveal matches the world that one of my players created. It's a story that I've known and been telling for a long period of time, for multiple years. And without talking to each other, we made a few similar choices in vocabulary and in course of events. But it was really funny, and when those things happened in her scenario, I told her, oh dear, you will have a blast because it's so funny, there are so many similarities. And indeed, it was funny to her, and I'm glad of that. And they made so much effort for everything to happen as it should happen, to have the true ending and to don't let me down and don't let themselves down. And I'm so thankful of that. Because the first players, for reasons, rushed to the end, so they didn't have all the infos and elements and they couldn't unlock the true ending. I had to twist a little bit to adapt the story to them. So I'm really glad that I could tell the story I've wanted to tell for so many years to someone. When I say first table, I mean the first party of players, you know, because I've told that story twice now, so yeah. Sorry, I'm talking very fast and I'm using vocabulary, mixing French and English, and yeah. I'm a little bit sad though that part of the story is over. I'm a little bit sad because how to say that? I didn't want it to end. I wanted it to last forever a little bit. It's a part of me, an important part of me, and I think it became a part of the players too, in a way, because it was our moment to meet together and relax and live amazing adventures together. So I'm a little bit flustered. I almost want to start all over again with different players and retell the story again. I'm not going to do that though, because getting attached to them for multiple years again and getting this involved again, and it would be exhausting, and I don't have that kind of energy right now. So anyway, I'm glad it happened. And I can't wait to play again with them for the next chapter in that story. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. You can also ring the bell to be notified of any new content I post. I post quite irregularly, but I try to do it multiple times a week. You can also follow me on social media, all links down below, and as always, au revoir darling!